a full-on tennis necklace in moissanite. It totally looks like I just stepped off of a red carpet or out of a fairy tale with a necklace like this on the neckline. So get excited because this is just a little taste of what y'all will be seeing on today's live stream. We have a full 2 hours of moissanite, which I'm so excited to bring to you guys because moissanite was one of the first gemstones I presented. It's one of the first gemstones I fell in love with here at Shop LC, actually. Moissanite, I always say.
I pulled that one specifically.
Isn't it so gorgeous?
And I tried it on earlier.
So nice. Yeah. It is. We had to pull out this, Elias and I pulled out the second sample so we could have one on and one on display because they're so pretty. This is just a taste of what you're going to get in today's show, a full 2 hours of moissanite. Like I said, one of my absolute favorite gemstones because it is so versatile, right? It kind of plays that role of a diamond at a fraction of the price point. But something to note with moissanite is it actually has a different sparkle factor than a diamond. And in many cases, it can be almost a brighter sparkle factor than a diamond. Moissanite is kind of comparable to like your highest quality diamonds. And even then the sparkle's different. And I'm going to show you how right there behind me on that screen. So this is how it's different. With a diamond, you see you're going to get the white bright light. With moissanite, you're getting a rainbow dispersion of light. So actually, if we're talking about diamond alternatives or diamond, something that's going to be most similar to a diamond sparkle, you actually see cubic zirconia is a more similar sparkle as far as the shape of the sparkle, the way the light reflects, and then also the color of that sparkle, right? Because we're looking at a white reflection, where with moissanite, you're going to get a rainbow dispersion of light. Thank you for that graphic, Elias, because that's really the best way to describe it. I never want y'all to think I'm putting down diamonds because I could not, right? Diamonds are a girl's best friend. There's a reason everyone loves diamonds, but moissanite definitely deserves a space in the world of jewelry. It has earned its place. And it deserves its place because it's absolutely exquisite. I always joke that moissanite is the reason Hunter and I are friends. It was one of my very first live streams, and I was sitting out there. We have these little kind of cubicle sections just against the wall, and Stephanie used to use one of those as her desk. And so Stephanie was there. There was an empty cubicle next to her, and so I was sitting there, and I was studying moissanite before my moissanite shows, one of my first shows. And I was sitting there studying moissanite. She's telling me about it. I'm like taking notes. I'm on my phone. I'm looking things up, taking notes. Well, Hunter barrels around the corner. It's my first time meeting him. And he's like, "Who are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I'm Lauren." And he's like, "Yeah, she's one of our new hosts." And next thing you know, he's like, "Well, what are you doing?" And I said, "I was studying moissanite." Oh my goodness. Hunter got so excited for moissanite. He's like, "Oh my goodness. I mean, moissanite is everything a diamond wishes it could be. The way it sparkles. It has a higher refractive index. Da, 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 da. And I was like, "Oh, wow. Okay. This is a big deal. This is a big deal." And like, I didn't really know what moissanite was. Y'all know I didn't have a jewelry background per se. And so I was like, okay, well, sure. And the next day I came into my show and actually saw moissanite in person. I was like, oh, I get it now, right? Like I understand the hype now surrounding moissanite. It is absolutely incredible. And you see here, you see a diamond, absolutely stunning. It sparkles, it shines. And then you see moissanite, absolutely stunning. It sparkles and shines. There's just a different kind of sparkle, right? You're seeing that sparkle next to the moissanite that's those rainbow colors of light. And then you're seeing the sparkle next to the diamond that's more white light. So there's a place for both of them. And not to say anyone is better. It just depends on what you want. And if you like major sparkle power without a huge price tag, moissanite is the way to go. All right. So this is going to kick off the show in a big, big way. I'm getting ahead of myself though because I'm so excited by this piece. First, I'm going to tell you how to shop. Because I know here we have new people every day, right? Checking out the live stream. This is a newer platform, Shop LC. I say newer. We've been on our live streams about like 2.5 years or so. But we've actually been in the world of home shopping for 17 years as a cable network channel. So if you're familiar with Shop LC, maybe you're browsing the website and you're like, oh, what is this? What is this live stream thing about? Thank you for stopping by. Maybe you're on social media and you're just scrolling and you're like, what's this live stream about? Thank you for tuning in. My name is Lauren Masters, one of your hosts here at Shop LC. So happy to be able to spend this Monday afternoon with you guys here in this live stream space. Now, we like to have fun in the live stream. I like to have fun in the live stream, okay? When we're on TV side, we have a co-host here you are the co-host, okay? You're the co-host. So ask questions, leave comments, let us know what you're thinking about the pieces. You're really going to drive the show. So if you want to see something again, if you have questions, that's what's going to keep the momentum up during this show. That and the little bit of caffeine I have here next to me. That's what's going to keep us rolling here on our live stream. Super easy to shop with us while you are commenting, right? Saying, oh my goodness, I love that necklace. Oh yes, I can't wait to get those earrings home. You can also shop that way. So you're going to comment the word shop with the item number. You see that right here in the top of your screen on most of those platforms. So shop 1, enter. Shop 2, enter. That is not going to instantly charge you. We don't have that kind of platform. There are some platforms where they instant charge, and who knows, maybe one day we will be. That honestly might make for easy, shopping experience when you can just press buy and purchase it right then, kind of like you do in like a TikTok shop. But for the moment, what that's going to do is when you comment shop 1, we will then send a link to you for that item, all right, for that specific item. So shop 1, we're going to send you the link to that item, and it'll be the same for all the items. Shop 1, shop 2. I will do my best to try to remember so that I can let you know in between. Oh, hey, don't forget, comment shop 3 so you know what item we're on. But remember, you can always look up to the top of your screen and see that item as well. If you're shopping directly from our website on the live streaming tab, super easy for y'all because y'all can actually just click over to the item. Very easy. We also have a personal shopper number, so check that out. This is a personal shopper line that is actually dedicated to our live streaming platform. All right, so that is 888-835-2237. They can help you out with anything, any difficulty you might have processing your order. If you go to apply your coupon code and it's not working out, contact those personal shoppers. They are happy to help you. Now, coupon code. I let that slip, didn't I? Y'all didn't know about that yet. We do have a coupon code. It is good on every live stream, but it's only good for 48 hours. So it'll be good on all these Moissanite pieces for 48 hours, and then it moves on to the next items, and it continues in that manner, okay? So if you're loving anything in the show, make sure you check out within 48 hours so that you can utilize your 25% off with the code LIVE, LIVE 25. You can see that again right there. I encourage you guys, whenever we show that, take a screenshot if you're tuning in from your phone or your tablet. If you're tuning in from the television, you can always snap a picture, or not television, but a desktop, computer, a laptop. You can take a picture of the screen or write that down. I know Chris used to always say, save it in your cell phone. Shop LC, you got our number. So that is how you shop. That is how you save. Another way you save is actually with shipping. Yes, with shipping. You are going to get free shipping on all orders $49.99 or more, which is really great because I've been doing a little bit of online shopping lately. I'm kind of getting ahead of the game for Christmas, getting some things out of the way. And majority of the websites I've been looking at, their free shipping is on orders $99 or more. So I'm realizing even more and more, wow, we have a really nice setup for you guys with free shipping on all orders $49.99 or more. And then last but not least is budget pay. My favorite thing. I love budget pay, you guys. It allows you to portion out your payments, no interest, no credit check. I wish I could budget pay many things in life, but it's just not an option. And so we do have the option for you, though, to utilize budget pay. And man, it makes a huge difference, you guys. When we get into these pricings now, a lot of these pieces, majority of these pieces are priced so incredibly affordably. But I know everyone's budget's different. So what might be very affordable to me might look a little different to you, right? You might be like, oh, it's a little strained this month. Maybe your kids have some activities this fall that are costing extra. Maybe you've had some doctor's appointments that are adding up. We always have those unexpected expenses, right? I mean, just now I was rushing back over here and my car was making a weird noise. And I'm like, are you kidding me? No, not again. I just repaired something on my car, but that's life, right? There's always these random unexpected things that you're like, shoot, what is going on? I'm going to have that looked at. So that's why I encourage people to use budget pay because it always helps to have that extra money on hand, right? And even if you're like, well, Lauren, I'm going to put it on a card. Yeah, but I mean, we have credit limits. So why not keep a little bit of extra wiggle room there for those moments that might come up? Okay, so budget pay, coupon code, free shipping, that pretty much covers it. You're going to comment to shop, and also you're going to comment so you can join the party, all right? It's Monday. We got to have some fun. Elias and I were just talking about that. I was like, what'd you do this morning? He said he went out for a walk and, just to get himself moving. He said, Monday's kind of just slow, and I was like, yeah, you got to do that sometimes. Just get yourself moving. So get in, have some fun, and let's get this Moissanite party going. We are starting off with a bang, you guys. We have our 35 karat Moissanite tennis necklace. Now, this is like top level elegance, okay? This is the epitome of elegance, epitome of high end, of luxury. I feel like most of us only dream of owning a tennis necklace, and especially a tennis necklace of this caliber, right? This is gorgeous. It does sit at 18 inches on the neckline. Quite ideal for a tennis necklace, right? It's going to hit the collarbone and then form the perfect U from there. And always with a tennis bracelet, you could shape it, you know, kind of depending on the neckline that you have, and give it a bit more structure if you wanted to, or just keep it wide open just like that. It's stunning, you guys. Every single stone is a 5 millimeter Moissanite stone. You actually have 85 stones in total surrounding your neckline. Just, you are draped. You are decked out in Moissanite. It's gorgeous. Like, I am looking in the monitor going, oh my word. I don't even know how to describe the type of elegance that I feel putting something like this on.
John
you know,
picked it.
John did pick it. John's got really good taste. I took a fairly simple sweater, right? We're getting into fall, so I took a fairly simple sweater that could be considered fairly casual if you wanted it to be. But you put on a necklace like this, suddenly this sweater, I mean, you could wear this to a high-end event with some black pants. A necklace like this changes your look instantly, right? It's a game changer. Now, at the same time, the beauty of a tennis necklace is it's meant to be worn all the time. So you don't just save these for your luxury moments. You wear your tennis necklace with jeans and a t-shirt. You wear your tennis necklace when you're going to the grocery store and you're throwing on your athleisure wear, right? That's the beauty of a tennis necklace, is it's meant to be worn. It's meant to have that comfort factor, very easy to wear, just kind of falls onto the neck, drapes onto the neck. I have a Moissanite tennis bracelet. That was one of my other kind of one of my first purchases here at Shop LC. I fell in love with Moissanite, I told y'all. And I'd always dreamt of owning a diamond tennis bracelet. I'm like, well, that's probably not on the cards for a little while. So I'm going to go ahead and treat myself to a Moissanite tennis bracelet. And mine are 3 millimeter stones, so quite a bit smaller on that tennis bracelet. But I love it, you guys. And I don't only save it for special occasions. I will stack it up with some of my sterling silver bangles, and I will wear it running errands. I will wear it going to get coffee with a friend. Like, I put that tennis bracelet on all the time. And that's the beauty of your tennis necklace or tennis bracelet styles, is you will wear them over and over and over again. You'll put them on with everything, and you'll fall in love with that sparkle to where you won't want to be without it, right? People are like, here she is again, showing up at Bible study with that big old tennis necklace on. You're like, yeah. I actually remember when I first got my tennis bracelet, I wore it to church one morning. Someone goes, oh my goodness, I love your bracelet. I was just like, thank you. It's like, you don't have to say, oh, thank you. Yeah, it's actually Moissanite. Just say thank you, because you don't know. They might think it's diamonds. They might think it's Moissanite. They might just think it's a pretty bracelet. So just say thank you. You don't have to, like, go into any details. You can tell them, hey, I got it at Shop LC, because, well, don't gatekeep Shop LC. It's a place everyone should be shopping. All right, so this has a 5-star rating, you guys, like across the board. Every single review is a 5-star rating. One of our guest customers wrote, so fabulous, absolutely gorgeous. I love my purchase. It looks so good on me. Lori M wrote, looks better than my flawless diamond necklace. Crazy. Kevin B wrote, outstanding. The necklace is absolutely stunning. A superb value. Thank you, Shop LC. Joan, bling. Yes, girl, bling for sure. Absolutely stunning. People comment on the necklace all the time. You can't go wrong with this item. Every single one of those comments, you guys, like, spot on. You cannot go wrong. You're gonna get compliments. Ooh, okay. This is a good one. Thank you, Elise, for pointing this one out. Geraldine wrote, my husband bought this necklace for my birthday, and I took it to my jeweler to see if it was a good purchase. I told him it was Moissanite. He looked over with a jeweler's loop, and he tested it with a diamond tester. It tested as a diamond, and he asked me how much did we pay for it. And I asked him, was it a good buy? He said, you hit the lottery with this purchase. He said just to purchase one of the 5 millimeter Moissanite stones, it cost him $150 to $200 each. And this necklace has 85 stones, 100 facet, FGSI colorless. The value of the necklace. Low would be 16,000, high 25,000. That is just for the necklace. Wow. Patricia wrote, someone hit the lottery. Looks like $1 million. Well worth it. So I am like very, very intrigued and excited that Geraldine shared her experience. She actually took this to a jeweler and he tested it and he told her what he would value a necklace like this at. And here's the thing with a jeweler is they don't need to like, you know, make it sound like it's worth more. They have nothing to gain, right? It's already been purchased from somewhere else. So for him to be like, oh my gosh, this would be worth $16,000. He has nothing to gain from that, right? If he was like, oh, that's not worth anything. Let me sell you something that's worth something. That would be a different story. But he was like, whoa, you got an incredible deal. That speaks volumes, you guys, when a jeweler is actually like, you got an amazing deal. That is really, really cool. So excited. Thank you. Thank you for sharing, everybody. When y'all get your items home, please do leave a review. Please do, because those reviews go really far. As you can tell, like I always like to share reviews because I know you're at home and I'm a shopper too. So I know at home, you're probably at home going, okay, Lauren, you're supposed to tell us it's a great value. You're supposed to tell us it's gorgeous, but is it really? Well, Geraldine's not supposed to. Like, she's not paid to do that. So you don't have to take my word for it. You can take those reviews for it. But this one was going to be starting at $15.99. We're actually taking that down to $11.99. So that would be $1,200 with a $240 budget pay. I mean, for that, this really does look like a necklace that's worth $25,000. It truly does. Like if I saw someone walk into a party, a holiday party, walk into, you know, a dinner party with a necklace like this, I'm thinking, wow, they're making some pretty good money. I do want to show y'all real quick before we move on, this insert tab closure there on the back. You do have a double safety as well. And you have a moissanite stone perfectly positioned right there at the base of your closure. So that's going to allow for minimal separation of the stones. This isn't something that's necessarily going to get turned around. It's going to sit right at the back of the neck. But at the off chance that it did, there's minimal space where you don't have stones. And that is a textured insert tab closure as well. So added details, our design team does not leave anything out. $240 on your budget pay. You are going to want to comment shop 1 for your tennis necklace. Now getting into item number 2, these are darling. So these are actually 3 stone trilogy earrings. And these are going to be done in moissanite with rhodium over. So that rhodium is going to give you a really nice high polish finish. It's going to give you this mirrored like finish, very similar to the look of platinum. You're going to get a carat 75 in total carat weight on these earrings. So let's see here. Carat 75 in total. That is going to bring you to 87 points on each ear. Now with these trilogy earrings, you're going to get 2 different size stones. And I love the way they have designed these because it's giving you a very unique shape. Now we're used to trilogy rings, right? Where you have the center stone that's a little bit larger and then the side stones that are slightly smaller. And those are horizontally placed across the finger. Well, I love this one because the center stone is still going to be the slightly larger stone, but it's vertically placed. So it's a completely different look than what you would expect on like a trilogy ring with your trilogy earrings. So looking here, you do have the lever back, but here are your 3 stones. You're going to get 2 4mm stones on the edges, and then that center stone will be your 5mm moissanite. 5mm stones. So you kind of see how it just inches outward a little bit there from those 4mm stones. So instead of this being just a straight down earring, that's going to give it that added character. And something I really love when it comes to, you know, trilogy jewelry, those 3 stone pieces. I was saying this the other day, is I think of trilogy pieces, you know, we think of it as past, present, future. And I always love that center stone, that's going to be your present stone, right? It's the biggest stone. And there's a reason, right? They say that saying, there's a reason that your like front window in your car is bigger than your back window. It's because, you know, you don't want to focus too much on what's behind you on the past. You want to focus on what's ahead of you. And so I look at something like that and I'm like, man, this is a great representation of that, right? To live in the present. The present's the largest stone. That's where we should really focus our energies, is in the present. It's okay to look back at where we came from and said, man, I've gone through it. I survived it. Or man, look how far I've come. it's also okay to look at the future and go, wow, this is what I want to achieve. I've got goals. But don't get stuck in either one of those, right? Stay in the present. And so this is a beautiful representation of that. And I just love that vertical placement too, because it's going to give you that elongated look there from the ear. Now, of course, we are going to touch on some of those properties of moissanite again. Refractive index, it is actually higher than a diamond. So that means it actually reflects light farther, brighter, bigger than a diamond. And it's a 9.5 on the hardness scale. So we know a diamond is a 10. Everything is rated next to a diamond. Well, with a diamond being a 10, moissanite's 9.5. So that's a pretty big deal. That means it's going to be durable. So these pieces are great for everyday wear. You don't have to kind of baby your moissanite stones. You can wear them and wear them and wear them. Also, really nice to think about here is it can be cut like a diamond. So moissanite actually has the ability to be cut like a diamond. And with that, that means you're going to get a lot of that fire and brilliance that you see in diamonds. Now, we've got some amazing reviews again. Y'all, 14 5-star reviews. 14 5-star reviews. You can't make this up. Ellen, beautiful. I love lever backs, but don't see many in the dressier jewelry pieces. The refractive brilliance must be seen to be appreciated. Ellen makes a really good point because moissanite's one of those stones. Get it home, see it in the sunlight, and that's when you're going to go, what? This stone does that? Yes, it does. Sylvia wrote, I love my earrings. They are lightweight and perfect for a day or evening wear. I think what I especially enjoy when wearing is their brilliant sparkle. Very eye-catching. Yes, the sparkle is amazing, you guys. Christy, these earrings are stunning. I have gotten so many compliments. Jane, nice, easy to put on, nice shine to them. Yeah, they're gorgeous. And I do love the lever backs because as someone had put it, you don't necessarily always see lever backs in high-end jewelry pieces and earring backings. We don't want to keep track of earring backings. Let's just take that out of our lives, make it simple with the lever backs on these. Now, the price on these, you guys, is just absolutely insane for a pair of earrings. These are done in sterling with rhodium over. You're getting 1.75 carats on your moissanite. Your start price is $59.99. Y'all, here's an up close of those so y'all can see that sparkle. Starting price at $60, taking you down to $45 with a $15 budget pay. Can y'all believe that? If you just want an elegant pair of earrings for the holiday season, these are even something you could wear to work, right? If you dress more in business casual attire, you could absolutely wear these to give yourself that elevated look. And we talk about it. I love it. Tony always mentions when I'm on shows with him that earrings are the jewelry you wear for other people to see. Rings you wear for yourself, right? Because you're doing things, you're driving, you see your rings. Earrings, you don't see as often. Other people see them. And so if you work in a field where he was mentioning, like dentists, doctors, where most things are covered up, they can't have jewelry on their hands. Earrings are going to be something that's more noticeable. If you do remote work and you're on a lot of Zoom calls and video conferences, people are going to be able to see your earrings. That is what will make an impression. It's going to be your earrings that are really noticeable and make that impression. All right, friends, those earrings will be shop 2. You have the lever backs. You've got the 3-stone dangle. These are gorgeous. Now, we don't have it, but there is a matching pendant. So if you're interested in that, when you go to the product page, you'll be able to scroll down and select the pendant. But pretty much when it comes to moissanite, you guys, everything is interchangeable. You can mix and match every single item that we see today, and it's going to work beautifully hand in hand with the other pieces. Shop 2 on your earrings. Oh, here comes trouble. Isaac is in the house. Hi, my friend. How was your haircut? Do you look okay after that?
Inquiring minds want to know, Isaac.
Yeah, we got to know. We got to know, Isaac. Looks like we've also got Fergoso, Heiss, Gilma. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in to our live stream today. Moissanite. Now, we are going to get into this pendant. I love this pendant because it's not just moissanite. We're actually featuring an additional gemstone in this pendant. So this is going to be your moissanite. It does come with the 20-inch rhodium over sterling silver chain included. Now, remember, you guys, that's a nice little sweet bonus. Sterling silver chains on their own, they can get pretty pricey. just a sterling silver chain could cost you around $80, depending on where you're shopping. Not to say that you can't get sterling silver chains for less, because you can. But when you go into mall stores, oftentimes sterling silver chains themselves can be quite pricey. Now, this is including moissanite with multi-sapphire. Okay, so we're bringing in multicolored sapphire. The moissanite itself is going to be a 7.5 millimeter stone. That is going to be, let's see, it doesn't really tell us because we've got some additional moissanite. Y'all will see moving up the bale, you've got moissanite there and here. So they've pulled all of that carat weight into one. So I would say you're going to have about 1.5 carats at least on your moissanite round, that 7.5 millimeter round, at least 1.5 carats. It could be more, but at least a minimum of 1.5 carats on your moissanite. Now, all of those additional moissanite stones, those would be 0.9 millimeters, those little accent stones. But then you also have 7 multi-sapphire incorporated into your bale. So this is a true bale to base beauty, top to bottom, gorgeous on this pendant. And it's going to give you that little burst of color. This is actually the only piece we have today that includes any kind of, actually we have one with some chrome dioxide. So for the most part, it's just classic moissanite. Not very many color accents. So this is going to be the one, if you love your colored gemstones, maybe you do want to incorporate your moissanite in with some additional pieces, this could be a really great way for you to go. So let's take a look at the structure of this piece. Here's your 7.5 millimeter moissanite stone. We've got 4 moissanite rounds. Now this is as we make our way up the bale. So we don't have an attached bale. The bale is actually covered in gemstones. So that's going to give you a really elegant look. Like I said, bale to base beauty. You then have 3 rows as you move up the top. We've got 4 multi-sapphire right here. You've got some purple, some orange, white, brown, all mixed in there. Then we go up the bale. You're going to have 3 multi-sapphire in the center, surrounded by 4 moissanite stones on each side. So we're bringing in this warm multi-sapphire and surrounding it by bright, vibrant moissanite. Something else to point out here is surrounding your multi-sapphire, you'll actually see the presence of a darker rhodium dusting. So where the sapphire is, it's going to be very full, very warm. That entire space is going to appear darker and richer because we have dusted those prongs that are holding your sapphire in place with a deeper, darker rhodium. And that's something we'll do to kind of play to the color of those gemstones, right? When we have the moissanite, we're going to surround that by your rhodium over sterling silver, the light, bright rhodium, so that it plays to the color of those stones. Then when we have the warmer sapphire, we're going to use that darker rhodium dusting that's going to enhance the overall color of those stones as well. Now, the back of that closure, you will have a lobster claw clasp. And then it does come with your pendant chain included. So a 20-inch pendant chain included. I'm going to measure this one because like I mentioned, it's bale to base. You have gemstones from the tippity top to the very bottom of that, and it is at 3/4 of an inch from top to bottom. Look at that moissanite stone. The way it sparkles is amazing. Ooh, now we do have one of these with pink sapphire. Our coupon code likely might not work with the pink sapphire option, but give it a try. You never know. Y'all know me. I'd be like running to get the pink sapphire because I love pink so much. You can always try the coupon code. I don't know if it'll work, but it never hurts to try. Absolutely gorgeous, you guys. Now, your start price today was $59.99. We're going to, actually, no, that's your ending price. It was $79.99. We're going to take you down to $59.99 with a budget pay of $15. So get this home for $15. I want to say that was the same budget pay that we saw on the earrings. So you could actually get 2 pieces of moissanite home today for $30 on your budget pay. Love some of these comments. Patricia, this is a stunning pendant. I also bought a ring. Gorgeous. Yeah, that's the thing about moissanite, you guys, is you'll buy one piece and you'll come back for more and more and more. And we see it over and over again. Our moissanite fans are like moissanite through and through. So once you get this home, just prepare yourself. You're probably going to be shopping more moissanite with us here at Shop LC. It tends to happen every time people start shopping moissanite. They just can't stop. So this one will be Shop 3 right there on your moissanite pendant. Oh, wait. What did you say, Isaac? You didn't get to do the haircut? I think that's what you said. You said no haircut. She wasn't there. Still have all 7 hairs left. Isaac, oh my goodness, you might not need a haircut with those 7 hairs. She wasn't there. Well, that's a bummer.
I hate when that happens.
I know, especially when it's your day off. You're like, oh, I'm going to get everything done. And then you show up somewhere and it's like, oh, dang it, can't do that today. Oh, Isaac, I guess you'll have to wait until Friday or maybe you go before work tomorrow. Rosa also joining us. Hi, Rosa. Welcome to our live stream. We're about to get into our first ring in Moissanite, but I wanted to take a quick minute to talk about what is Moissanite, right? We've had so much time lately that we've been talking about lab diamonds. I feel like here at Shop LC, we've had a huge shift because forever we would really spend a lot of time talking about Moissanite. What is Moissanite? What's the difference between a diamond? And then we've just seen this surge of lab diamonds. And so we kind of haven't been able to spend as much time discussing and talking about Moissanite as we used to. I just want to take a minute to kind of talk about this. So Henry Moissan actually discovered Moissanite. He discovered it at the site of a meteor crater in Arizona. And Henry Moissan actually spent his entire lifetime. He at first thought it was a diamond. Then he realized, oh no, this isn't a diamond. But he spent his entire lifetime trying to recreate Moissanite. Can you imagine you find something and it's so beautiful that you spend the rest of your life trying to recreate that beauty? That's pretty powerful, right? That's an intense beauty when you spend your entire lifetime trying to recreate something. Now, Henry Moissan was not able to recreate Moissanite. He didn't get to that point, but his research lived on even after Henry Moissan was no longer with us. And many years later, there was a company that was able to find and patent a way to create Moissanite. They're a brand that you likely know. They specialize in Moissanite. And there's that meteor crater. Thank you, Elias. There's that meteor crater where Henry Moissan actually discovered Moissanite. And this was, my goodness, like long, long time ago that Henry Moissan found it. But we always kind of say it's almost like it's an out of this world stone, right? Because he actually found it at the site of a meteor crater. And so long after Henry Moissan had passed, there was a CNC company that y'all likely know of that created and patented a process to recreate Moissanite. Well, y'all know what happens when a patent is held, right? One company can make the product. What does that mean? When one person's making it, the cost is up here because there's no competition. They held the market for Moissanite until 2016. In 2016, that patent ended. Shop LC was able to formulate a way to make Moissanite, and we began making our own Moissanite after 2016. And so that's how you're able to get Moissanite at the pricing that you see. Because if you are to go onto the websites where Moissanite originated, you won't see the pricing that you see here at Shop LC. Moissanite is actually a very pricey gemstone found elsewhere. So again, you're in the right place at the right time. Okay. So taking a peek, we are going to get into our first ring. But isn't it interesting? I can't imagine spending my entire lifetime so focused on one thing, right? Like just trying to recreate that stone. It's always so enchanting to me, so interesting when you think about that. And even though these are lab-created stones, they hold so much beauty, and they're actually designed after a stone that was only found one time ever on Earth, which is so neat, right? Really is out of this world. Okay, now we have our wave ring. We've done this ring in a few different gemstones. I think we actually have done this ring as well in our luxuriant lab diamonds. A little more costly there. So this is going to be the same look if you want to get it for a little bit less. The look for less, but not less sparkle. Okay, just less cash money dinero here. So price, actually we're not going to get to the price point first. I get overly excited when I see really good prices. We actually get 22 Moissanite stones in this band. It's essentially like 2 rows of Moissanite, but they're kind of at an angle. I call it like the domino effect. Everything's kind of like layered sideways a little bit here with your Moissanite. So we're alternating here between Moissanite rounds and Moissanite baguettes. I always love that when we mix 2 different shapes into a piece. It gives you a lot of contrast, a lot of character. It really speaks to the design elements of that ring, pendant, whatever it might be. Now you'll see here you're alternating. You've got the baguette, the round, and it just alternates all the way across the finger. So where you have the baguette, the round is going to sit either beneath or above, and that alternates as you make your way across. Yes, that domino effect. You really do see that, don't you, Elias?
Mm-hmm.
The way those baguettes are kind of sitting one on top of another. They just slightly kind of fall upon each other. It's got this domino effect to it. You can almost see that movement kind of going right through there. Thank you, Elias. That's the effect that we're seeing. The way that the design team chose to place those moissanite, it really does give you that look of movement. Like, whoa, it's just this wave of light, this wave of sparkle, this wave of moissanite. 11 of your rounds and 11 of your baguette cut. So 50-50, remember, one on top of the other as you go down to the side. Price point on this is incredible. It's 90 points, so just under a carat. And carat weight actually varies a little bit between diamonds and moissanite, so it's not a true comparison. That would be kind of closer to, I think, a full carat if it were a diamond comparison. Now, what are our sizes in this one, Elias? I forgot to look at that when we first got into this piece.
Looking at sizes 6.
Oh, it's right in front of me. I'm sorry, Elias. Sizes 6, 7, and 9 available.
5 dozen available.
Oh, okay, 5 dozen. So sizes 5, 8, and 10 sold out. Now, there are little black bells in the corner of those. I always say if there's something that you love, you can actually click on that bell. When you click on that bell, you'll input your email. If we get this back in your size, we'll notify you. Now, there's no promises. I think probably over a year ago, I put in for, actually, it was a moissanite ring. It was a moissanite cross ring that was like a sideways cross. And I put my email in. We never got them back in my size. But you never know, okay? It happens. It could absolutely happen. So put your email in. It doesn't mean, like, it could mean someone got one home and, oh, the size didn't fit. It could mean we have one that was in the warehouse as a sample and it didn't get scanned back in. So you never know, but we could get one back in your size. So I always encourage you to do that. I love this. Kim H, she said, I am very pleased with this moissanite ring, row ring. The gemstones have that sparkle that only moissanite delivers. Diamonds are jealous, LOL. Hunter always used to say that too. The alternating baguettes and rounds create a beautiful present. It's a very comfortable, and I forget that I'm even wearing it. I highly recommend and commend this one. I love that, Kim. Thank you. Yeah, I highly recommend this as well. And I see what she means. It's one of those pieces that you put on and it has a big presence, but it's not like clunking around. You don't feel like it's in the way. So I see what she means when she says it's so comfortable, I forget I'm wearing it. It just goes with you throughout your day. You're not concerned. You don't feel like, oh, it's getting in the way. It's getting caught on things. So it's one of those rings that you can wear over and over and over again and kind of forget you're wearing it because it's so comfortable, not because of lack of beauty, because I have a feeling every time I'd like go to do something like type on my phone or get on my calculator, be like, ooh, that's my ring. I own that. That's mine. I still do that with my Moissanite tennis bracelet, you guys. I've had this thing for well over a year now, and I still, if I'm driving, I'll look down my wrist and I'm like, oh yeah, that's mine. I own that. That's mine. So something to think about with Moissanite, you will fall in love. Actually, every single time. Ooh, I love this. Deborah said, very pretty. Someday I will get a real diamond ring, but someday ain't today. Next best thing, a beautiful ring. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know when Deborah left that review. That was in September of 2025. Y'all, nowadays, I feel like Moissanite's such an alternative to diamonds. Like, I don't even know. She might get this home and love it so much. She's like, I don't even need to get a real diamond ring because I've got real Moissanite.
I feel like that could be a country line.
I know. Someday I'll get a real diamond ring, but someday ain't today. Next best thing. I love it. Deborah, you're good with your words, girl. Yes.
Definitely a lyric.
It is. Pamela, love. It's beautiful. Yeah, sometimes short and sweet. It's like, yeah, they're loving these pieces. So price point on this, we were starting at $70. We're going to bring you down to $52.50 with a $13 budget pay. Love this. I love this as a right hand ring, y'all. If you already have like your wedding set on the left, you've got the perfect right hand ring. You could even wear it as a middle finger ring as well because it's a slightly thicker band ring. Ooh, thank you for pointing that out, Elias. So we have rhodium over sterling. Those are the sizes I mentioned to you previously, but we also have a 18 karat gold vermeil, and that we have in sizes 5, 6, and 7. So choose your metal option. I feel like the rhodium over sterling looks a bit more modern, very crisp and clean, while the vermeil is a little bit more of a classic look, very classic elegance. I'd
actually rock this as a gentleman as a pinky ring.
Oh, you totally could. And we have up to size 9. So a lot of gentlemen definitely could. I think, trying trying to think what Hunter wears as a pinky ring. I can't remember his size. I know, though, even Sean wears a size 10 in a ring. So we're sold out on 10, but you could absolutely get away with that. Love it. All right, you guys, that will be shop 4. Shop 4 for our Moissanite ring. First ring of the show. Definitely not the last, though. We will be bringing you more Moissanite rings. But right now,
since we're in Texas, we like to go big. How about a bundle?
We are doing a little, well, actually, I shouldn't put the word little before it. We are bringing you a bundle deal, a big bundle right here. So you're going to have 2 choices to make, okay? 1, you have to choose your size, and 2, you can choose vermeil or rhodium. But don't not get this, because the entire trifecta is going to be under $100. So you are going to get your pendant. That pendant there that you see is going to be your solitaire pendant. That is set in sterling silver. Now, the chain that's included, this is going to be a gold over stainless steel on the chain. So that's where the stainless steel comes in. Now, the ring, the earrings, and the pendant, the actual stones, anything surrounding the moissanite will be done in rhodium over sterling. It's just the chain, the 20-inch chain, that will be done in stainless steel. Now, I personally love that. I always advocate for stainless steel because you're getting something that's never going to tarnish. It's never going to turn. But I know for many of you, you want to stick with your sterling or your vermeil or your rhodium. You could put this on any pendant chain that you have, okay? So there's the pendant. That is a 6mm stone, a 6mm round, you guys, just under a carat on that. You are then going to have these stud earrings. These are 4mm on your studs, all in moissanite. And then you have the ring. And the ring here, we get back to that 6mm stone. And this is like the ultimate, if you wanted to have this as a wedding ring or engagement ring alternate, you could wear something like this when you're traveling, when you're running errands. Maybe you have a ring that's a family heirloom, right? And you don't want to get it out and about. You don't want to risk damaging it. This is the perfect piece that's going to make one of those alternate wedding or engagement rings. It's something that you can wear when you're playing with your grandkids at the park, right? You don't want to damage your ring. And so you bring something like this in, and it's just going to be something that you can wear and you feel good in it because it's beautiful, but yet you don't feel stressed out, right? We've all worn like fancy jewelry, special jewelry, our luxury pieces, and you kind of catch yourself all night going, ooh, you know, I don't want to mess it up. I don't want to. With something like this, you don't have to worry about that, right? You put it on, you're good to go. Look at that. Look at the sparkle on that moissanite. And I got to tell you guys, when it comes to moissanite, these are the pieces that you got to get them home and you need to open them in the sunlight. And I speak of this from experience. My grandmother loves moissanite. She fell in love with moissanite here at Shop LC. And whenever I come home, whenever I come over, it's like the plan is, okay, she's going to show me her new jewelry, but we have to go by the window in the guest bathroom to look at it in the sunlight, because that's where moissanite really shines. Like moissanite in sunlight.
In the guest bathroom.
Woo! Yes, in the guest bathroom where there's a little window. It is just like, bam, there you go. That's the best place to see the moissanite. But even right here, right, even in our studio lighting, sometimes studio lighting can overwhelm certain gemstones and almost wash that out. But here, that moissanite, it shines through, even with our additional studio lighting. So moissanite, it shines in every environment. But when you get that sunlight, it kind of reminds me of when you're a kid, right? And you have some kind of like sparkly toy or some kind of sequin on your shirt or your outfit, and you get like that splash of a light, you know, either on the sidewalk or the top of the car or something. You kind of move and you see that splash of rainbow light. That is what you get with moissanite. It's a rainbow, like little sparkle display. It's really sweet. It's really special. I don't know. It makes me kind of have that childlike feeling, right? Remembering being a kid. Yes, Isaac, that is John.
What's up, Isaac?
Isaac, I wore my silver and gold rings at work. I tell another coworker loudly, I get this all from tip money. You're hilarious, Isaac. I'm glad you've been buying your rings. Are you still getting them from our dollar auctions? I'd be curious to know what you've got recently. I know you love the dollar auctions. I still haven't started shopping the dollar auctions because if I did, I would not stop. I'd probably be buying things on the dollar auctions every day. So I need to just avoid that. Now you do have your earrings. These will be studs. Remember, these are 4 millimeters, so slightly smaller than the size of the ring and pendant, but that's kind of what we want when it comes to an earring, right? You want a slightly smaller look on the earring than you have on the neckline because our ears are so petite and dainty, right? Which, speaking of, Kathleen wrote, the ring, necklace, and earrings are so beautiful, very dainty. I like that. We love dainty jewelry, right? There is a time for that first tennis necklace. You do not get me wrong. But then there's also time for those dainty, soft pieces. This would actually be a really great set as the holidays approach for the little ladies in your life as well, right? Your daughters, your granddaughters, the teens, the preteens. Because y'all, you're paying $60 for all 3 pieces. So 20 for the pendant and chain, 20 for the studs, 20 for the ring. Okay, so if you wanted to get these for the younger ladies in your life, you could give these to them with ease and with comfort of knowing, hey, $60. If something happens, I'm not out $600. I'm out $60. It's not going to break the bank. And you're paying a $15 budget pay. So that makes it really, really easy as well. Now, Cindy also wrote awesome product and service. I love that. I love when people get a good customer service experience here. That's always our goal, right? Is to provide you with the best service possible. And so when we're able to do that, it's always a good day here at Shop LC. All right, you guys, like I mentioned, $60, $15 on budget pay for 3 items. That is outrageous, you guys. And I keep peeking down at that Moissanite, if y'all can't tell, because I'm absolutely in love with that ring. Such a sweet look there on the hand. Now, remember, when you comment shop 5, once you get to the product page, you're going to have multiple options here. You're going to choose either rhodium over sterling silver or 18 karat gold vermeil. And then you're going to choose your ring size. All right. So your ring size, it looks like we have sizes 5 through 10. Couple of sizes might be sold out. Couple of sizes, depending on whether you go with the rhodium or whether you go with the 18 karat gold vermeil. All right. But those will be the 2 choices you make. Right, which metal tone and then which ring size. Those are the only choices you have to make, but don't miss out.
That's a keeper.
Isn't it?
That's
so
a keeper.
Pretty.
Yeah.
Look at that sparkle factor. Don't miss out on this entirely. $60 for all 3. And it is. You're right. It's a classic. It's a very classic look. That is shop 5. Ooh, I love this next one. Elias, you know, I saw this on the show sheets before I went to bed last night, and I hadn't seen Pokey Moissanite before. So I wasn't really sure what we were in store for. And I didn't imagine this to be so large. This is a really large pendant. It's absolutely gorgeous. I was looking at it last night going, okay, thinking it would be just kind of like a petite little cross. Y'all, hold up. This cross is massive.
That's the exact same thing.
Yeah, like I don't know.
It was a dainty looking piece, but it's actually a large.
It's a large and it's gorgeous. I'm going to get this onto this and then I'll bring all that cross. I'll be so excited. As I said, I bought a lot of silver in the $1 auction when it was $30 an ounce. Now it's over $50. Isaac, you were very smart to do that.
Isaac knows what's up.
Yeah, Isaac, you were taking the advice. I think a lot of us hear that advice and we don't necessarily follow it. So Isaac, way to go, my friend. Okay. Elias, thank you. Y'all, Elias just did something awesome. He brought me a second option for a chain. And I'm going to put on the first option and then I'm going to put on the second option. So this is your Pokey Moissanite cross.
Now this will be a Texas twofer.
Oh, y'all are getting the 20-inch chain included.
Alternate looks.
I love that. Okay. So here's the thing, you guys. Y'all have probably heard of Pokey diamonds. So you are going to get this chain included. Okay. Your 20-inch rhodium over sterling silver chain. Look at the size of that cross. That's amazing. So you're getting that chain included. Oh my gosh, look at this on the neckline, y'all. Hello. I love it. I love it. That is so stunning. And it's massive. This is a massive cross. So these are Pokey Moissanite. Now, like I said, I had not yet seen Pokey Moissanite. So when I read it on the show sheet, I was like, oh, 1, I didn't know we had Pokey Moissanite. 2, I wasn't sure what to expect as far as sparkle power. I could only compare it in my mind to Pokey diamonds, right? Take a peek there on the neckline behind me. Oh my goodness. Big Joe is in the house. I haven't seen you in forever, Big Joe. I hope you're doing well. Big Joe's here. Tony is here. Isaac's here all at once. Oh my goodness, friends. We've got Diane Johnson Vaughn. We've got Damie Cosmetics Official. Miss Pat, of course. Bejeweled. Queen Julie. How crazy to have many of our favorite people here all at once. With Isaac, with Tony, with Big Joe. Oh my goodness, you guys. Big Joe, I hope you're doing well. I hope you and your wife are doing well. I have not been able to chat with you guys in forever. But just look at this on the neckline. What comes to mind when y'all are seeing this cross? Like, what thoughts are coming to mind? What words are coming to mind? When I think about Polky diamonds, I remember studying when I did my GIA, and diamonds are your second course is diamonds, and then you go into colored gemstones. And so doing my diamond course, there's a chapter on Polky diamonds. And the way Polky diamonds were best described in what really like resonated with me is it's a soft kind of slow glisten versus a big like bam with the sparkle, right? So it's not as if you have any less of a sparkle power, but it's this kind of slow, subtle glistening factor that happens with your sparkle versus this kind of like explosion of light. You have this like soft glistening factor. Now, something else to note, and it's very interesting to see with moissanite, is traditionally Polky diamonds are essentially non-traditionally cut gemstones. So with a Polky diamond, you can't have complete uniformity because we're taking something from nature and we're essentially creating the bezel around that stone. So every single Polky diamond is different. So you don't get this like match. Now with Polky moissanite, this being a man-made stone, we can actually create complete symmetry on the neckline. Okay, so where you have a pair, you're going to have a pair on the other side. We're actually able to have more control over the shape of your Polky moissanite. So if you love that look of a Polky diamond, but you're not someone who really likes like non-uniformity in jewelry, like I love things to be symmetrical. There are certain pieces I can get behind a little bit of difference, but for the most part, I like the symmetry in my look. Now, this is going to have 2 carat 75 of your Polky moissanite, 11 stones in total. It's such a dreamy piece, you guys. Now, I want to show you how we've kind of done a little alternate option. So maybe you want to go a little casual one day. Now, remember, this chain is included. So that is coming home to you with your Polky moissanite cross. Here's your second option. Now, this is on a cord. And I love that Elias did this. Elias is always so great about giving us options and kind of alternating chains for us so that we can see all the opportunities that we have to style our jewelry.
That's why he gets the big bucks, guys.
I know. He always thinks about things like that. So I love this because look at your cord. Okay, so this is just a fabric cord. Now you could get a leather cord, you could get a suede cord, you could get a fabric cord. We do have some of them on our website, I believe. If not, a quick little Google search and you can find yourself a cord. You could even go to a craft store and find a little cord. But look at how this changes the look. Okay, this suddenly makes this a bit more casual, jeans and a t-shirt attire, right? And you're still getting that massive cross. Now, top to bottom on your cross, we are looking at 2 inches from top to bottom of your cross. 2 inches there from top to bottom. So side to side, let's look at that as well. Side to side is 1.5 inches. Oh, Big Joe. Big Joe said you guys don't like me anymore. You keep booting me out. I don't think so, Big Joe. I don't know. It might be something on the internet. I don't know. We would never boot you out, Big Joe. No way. No way. I hope y'all are doing good. Let us know how you and your wife are doing, how y'all's fall is so far. Pokemon diamonds. We could call them that. We can call them that.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah. Look at that, y'all. Oh my goodness. I love it. So this is just such a beautiful outward expression of your faith, and it's in a really big way. I feel like for most of us, we have a petite cross. I know I have a petite diamond cross that I wear pretty consistently. And I think for most of us, that's what we have. And then we might have a couple of fun crosses that are a bit larger, right? Something like this. And so this is such a beautiful way to display your faith, that outward expression of your faith in a bolder look, right? It might not be your everyday work cross. Now, if you want this to be your everyday work cross, more power to you, girlfriend. You rock this. But if you wanted to save this as your special occasion cross, you absolutely could as well. Imagine, as we're getting into the fall and winter. Thank you, Elias. As we're getting into the fall and winter months, I was saying it earlier with our goal, but you're going to start wearing turtlenecks, right? You're going to start wearing, thicker knit sweaters. And that's when you really need larger pieces of jewelry like this that are going to stand out even amongst like thick cable knit sweaters. Even when you have a turtleneck on, when you have those big thick sweaters, when you have those more high up necklines, items like this are going to really showcase on the neckline. Big Joe, there you go. Booted again. I'm sorry, Big Joe. I don't know. It might be something. I don't know if you're connected to Wi-Fi, if you're going from your phone server. Sometimes that kind of stuff can cause a glitch in the system. And thank you. I know, man, the allergies have been wild here in Austin, Texas. Even my dog was shedding so much because of her allergies. She had to have some baby Benadryl to help with her allergies. Poor girl. The baby Benadryl makes them so sleepy. Okay. So,
me sleepy.
I know, it makes me sleepy. So imagine how sleepy it makes your dog. They're like, what's happening here? Not that they aren't napping all the time anyways, but okay, you guys. Price point on this is amazing. Now, Elias was showing something really neat. So here's the 18 karat gold vermeil, but will you show the front of this one, Elias? So there's a really neat little detail that they've incorporated is here's your vermeil, okay? But do y'all notice? The bezels on your Pulky Moissanite are still done in rhodium over sterling silver. So that's going to allow those stones to just really shine through. So when you're choosing that color, either the rhodium over sterling or the 18 karat gold vermeil, it's actually going to just be like the base. So it's going to be the bail and the chain. But the actual bezels, those are going to be done no matter what in your rhodium over sterling, which is really just going to add to kind of that light, bright look that you have here from your Moissanite stone. So thank you for showing that, Elias, because that's a really important detail. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Speaking of pizza, how about a quick call?
Thank you, Big Joe. It's like hair washing day, and so I feel like my hair looks like it's all over the place.
That's me today, too.
But thank you. I appreciate that. I'll try to stop. I will not touch it again. It's one of those days. It feels like it's flying all over the place. Yeah, it's the
calling you out.
I know. It's the last day. I keep moving it around. I'm like, can I make this work somehow? It's working. Thank you. How am I? I am good, Big Joe. Thank you for asking. I am good. Getting a lot of work, which is always a blessing. So answered prayers in that. Spent many years praying, a couple of years praying for more shifts, and they've come my way. So very thankful and blessed in this season. Doing a little travel, some for work and some for fun. So cannot complain at all. Thank you, Big Joe. I sure appreciate that. All right, you guys, here that is with both looks, the cord and the classic chain that it will come with. Price point was starting at $120. We're going to bring you down to $90 with an $18 budget pay. Under $20 to get home that massive cross, 2 inches top to bottom, 1.5 inches side to side. That is an incredible deal. Isaac said Lauren needs to cut a few inches and ship it to me to cover my bald spots. I need to probably cut more than a few inches. Not for you, Isaac, but just because my hair is getting probably pretty dry on the ends. This ring, y'all, I don't need it, but I want it. I've never seen this ring in Moissanite. Well, I've never seen this ring in any gemstone. I am absolutely in love. Actually, you know what? I know why I like it. It reminds me of a Moissanite ring that I have, that I got from my grandmother too. It was just a slightly different look. Instead of them being Pulky Moissanite, they were regular and they had beading instead of additional Moissanite. Oh my goodness. That's why it's like, I love this. It's because I own one very similar. Okay. Y'all, sizes are amazing in this. So everyone out there needs to pick this up because the price and the size are awesome. 5 through 10. 5 through 10. We have all the sizes available. You could get this in a petite size if you wanted to make it a pinky ring. I love that. So you have 2 Pulky Moissanite. Each one of those are going to be 75 points. And then you have, are these Pulky? No. Then you have traditional Moissanite. You're going to have 34 round Moissanite. Those are moving down the sides of the band. Don't forget, there is your personal shopper number. And remember, you guys, they can help you with absolutely anything that you need. Love this ring, you guys. And if y'all remember, if anyone out there remembers the ring I'm talking about that's very similar, that's kind of the bypass style in the Moissanite, you'll know. If you know, you know. You'll be like, oh yeah, it does look like that. It very much so does. I need to wear that ring. I need to wear that. Okay, you guys, look at this on the hand. So fun. So it's kind of the bypass, and you've got a pair and a pair. Now remember, Pulky Diamond, Pulky Moissanite. Y'all, people are going to think these are Pulky Diamonds. Like, I don't think anyone even knows Pulky Moissanite existed. I didn't know Pulky Moissanite existed. You got the pair and the pair, and remember, Pulky Moissanite will not be, you know, traditionally cut. So it's going to be kind of a smoother, softer, not so rigid pair cut there. And then you've got the traditional round moving down the sides on each edge. But again, look at what our design team has done. They have done the overall ring in 18 karat gold vermeil. But what is surrounding your Pulky Diamond? I can't not say it, you guys. Your Pulky Moissanite and your Moissanite rounds. Y'all see that there? They are utilizing rhodium over sterling silver to surround the stones. So I love that for multiple reasons. One, when you're looking at those 2 pair shapes, it looks like you have layer upon layer, right? So you see right here, you've got the Moissanite, and it looks like you have multiple layers moving outward, which you do. But also, as you see here with your traditional Moissanite, it lightens and brightens the stone. It's like putting, you know, a stone on a white, okay, let's say this. It's like putting a snowflake on a piece of white paper. It's going to look, I don't know, there's really no comparison to it. But you're putting it into a background that just enhances the overall stone, right? It's putting Morganite into rose gold is going to be the same effect. When you have a crystal, like white stone, you want it to be in those white metals. All right, friends, start price on that was $110. $110 start price. We're bringing you down to $82.50 with a $16.50 budget pay. Ooh, okay. I am loving that. What? Mary B. I love Pulky Diamonds. Y'all, that was her comment. That was how she titled her comment. Let's wait for the rest. I love Pulky Diamonds. I have several pieces that I often wear. I get a lot of compliments on them. This Pulky Moissanite ring is simply beautiful. I hope you will do more jewelry in Pulky Moissanite. I can't wait to hear the compliments I get on this new ring. It shines so bright. It will get everyone's attention. Love, love, love this ring. Yeah. Did y'all hear how many times, I wonder if anyone was keeping track, how many times I called this a Pulky diamond ring, right? It has the same look. You are getting the look of a Pulky diamond, but you are getting the price of Pulky Moissanite. So you're getting a huge bang for your buck right here. This ring right here is shop 7, lucky number 7 there on your Pulky Moissanite. And we've got lots of sizes. So true to size there.
I got one of my favorites.
Oh, yes. Okay, we have the hoops. And these are kind of like matching with the wave ring that we did earlier. Diameter on these. And your hoops, you guys, these are going to be a 3/4 inch hoop. So that's kind of that sweet spot when it comes to a hoop, right? You don't want them too small. I feel like a 1/2 inch, sometimes it's like too close to the earlobe. You don't really get much movement or dangle. A full inch. Now, I love a full inch hoop, but I'm a hoop girl. Like, I love hoop earrings. I'd wear hoop earrings all the time. If you're someone who's kind of like new, you're getting into hoops, you're not quite ready for like a big, bold hoop, I think the 3/4 inch is just perfect. Now, these are going to include 28 round Moissanite in total and 28 baguette Moissanite in total. So 14 on each ear. Isaac Isaac's doing a shot every time I say Pokemon. Moissanite. Isaac, you crack me up. You make my day. Okay, now, these are going to be the same look that we saw on our wave ring, okay? Remember how we were talking about that domino effect? So essentially, it's the same look that you saw, but the ring was just going to be this way, so it was horizontal instead of vertical. But see how you have the baguettes and the rounds, and they just kind of work their way up. And so the baguettes and rounds alternate, but it's got that falling effect, right? So it's like that domino effect going down the ear, actually, in this case, as opposed to across the finger. Now, on these, they are going to be a hinge hoop, so no backing. You don't have to worry about that. You'll see that, and you'll want to hear it. It kind of snaps into place. But these are such a great, easy-to-wear, everyday wear hoop. They're that size that's easy to wear. They're the style that's easy to wear. And, of course, it's going to give you the look of wearing diamond hoops, but at a fraction of the price. So if you are looking for the younger ladies in your life, these are coming down to under $100, y'all. Under $100 for your Moissanite hoops. I just love these. I really do. I remember the first time I went out to eat with some of the hosts here, and it was myself, Hannah when she was here with us, Chris, Heather, the model Stacy came. I think it was just us 5. And Heather walked in and she had some big Moissanite hoops, and everyone was like, whoa. She was like, yeah, I had to get them. And that's kind of been the trend here with hosts at Shop LC is everyone had to get their Moissanite pieces, right? Heather got her hoops. I got my tennis bracelet. We all own and love Moissanite because we see it in person. And it's one of those stones that it does present beautifully through the screen, but it's a whole nother level when you see it in person. When you see that sparkle factor up close, when you see it in the sunlight, it's just a different level of beauty. Oh, thank you, Elias. You didn't have to do that. Here's the matching ring, you guys. So that's the wave ring. I want to say this was shop 3. Shop 4. Shop 4? Mm-hmm. Shop 4 was our wave ring. And you'll see it's a perfect match. It's just one is horizontal and one is vertical. But these would go beautiful together, and these could be your everyday wear pieces that you put on day in and day out. Remember I was saying that wave ring would be beautiful as a middle finger ring. If you wanted to size down, it could even be a pinky ring. And then you could also use that as a right hand ring if you have your wedding set.
Double the wave.
Triple the wave.
Triple the wave.
Triple the wave. A wave on each ear and a wave on the hand. There you go. Hey, do a little wave. Do a little wave. All right, you guys. Price point on these, like I said, we're going under $100. $90 on your hoops. $90 on your hoops, a $22.50 budget pay to get home gorgeous Moissanite hoops. And you're going to love them. You're going to love them. Now, remember, I don't think I mentioned this at the beginning of this show. I mentioned it in our earlier show. But we are in clearance on the television side. And that means all sales final. Now, I believe today, no, maybe tomorrow, I think. The 23rd, I thought, is the last day of clearance here at Shop LC. So that means you'll go back to normal return policy. But guess what? If you're shopping on the live stream, we have 30-day returns, 30-day joy guarantee all the time. We don't do clearance, all sales final. So you have your 30-day joy guarantee. You have that cushion. You have that comfortability. And I know that's a big deal for a lot of people. I know my grandma in particular, she bought one bracelet during clearance a couple of clearances ago. It didn't fit right. And so ever since, she's just very nervous to buy something on clearance because you just don't know, right? Well, if that's many of you have been shopping at Shop LC for years and you're like, I know this is going to be the size that fits me. I'm going for it. But for those of you who maybe are new and you're just like, I don't know, I don't feel comfortable yet, shop the live streams during clearance because we still offer incredible pricing. Sometimes actually we're getting new product because they can't show new product on air. It's got to be 90 days in inventory to be shown on air during clearance, where we don't have that limitation. And also we have returns. So if you like that comfortability, if you like knowing if for any reason I don't love it, I can return it, or if it didn't fit me right, whatever it is, you know you have that here on the live stream. right? So it was shop 8 for our gorgeous waves, our triple waves there. If you got the ring and you wanted to add in those hoop earrings. All right, y'all, this Moissanite extravaganza, we've officially entered into the second hour of our live stream. Can y'all believe that? Time is flying by today. My goodness. I don't know.
This month is flying by.
This month really is flying by, actually. It is going
next week's the end of the month.
so quick. I have a feeling this whole second half of the year is just going to be like, whoop. Yeah, I already put out my fall decor, and I feel like it's about time to take it down and put up the Christmas tree. It's going by so quick. Now, we're continuing on with our Pokey Moissanite. I know y'all been loving it. I've been loving it as well. And so we've got a few additional pieces to show you, 2 more actually, in the Pokey Moissanite. Starting with a ring that I know y'all are just going to love. This is a 3-carat Moissanite ring. So you have 3 carats of Moissanite. But remember with Pokey, whether it be Pokey Diamonds, Pokey Moissanite, it's going to have more of like a natural look to it. So you don't have this traditionally faceted gemstone look. It's more of a natural. It's more of a whimsical look. So if you are someone who you consider yourself to be a little more whimsical in style and you want that softer glisten, you still want the sparkle, but you want a softer look, I think Pokey stones are perfect, whether they're Pokey Diamonds or Pokey Moissanite. I think we've kind of noticed in the comments, though, Pokey Moissanite is like, I mean, it's so comparable to Pokey Diamonds, no one would ever not think that you're just simply wearing Pokey Diamonds. This is going to include 12 stones. Now, each one of those a different kind of shape. So you're looking at kind of round, you've got diamond shapes, you've got triangular shapes. But remember, they're going to be more organic style shapes, not necessarily those traditional cut stones. So when you go to the product page, when you comment shop 9 for this ring, you're going to see the options here. We've got to make a marquee. And we have I want to say a round or an oval. That is not the shape of your gemstones. That is the shape of this setting. So you'll see here, the overall setting is that marquee. Now, if you're looking on the outer edges going, ooh, Lauren, are those side stones? That is actually sterling silver beading. So what they did is they petite dots of sterling silver to close in, to add the framework of that ring. And it does present, right? It presents as if those are accent stones, as if it's additional Moissanite. So you're getting even a bigger look for that price point because it looks like you've got additional Moissanite running down the sides of your ring. Sizing's amazing on this one. We have sizes 5 all the way up through 10. And thank you, Elias. That's a great point. Look at the way it's set as well. Look at the way it sits on the hand. So it's up a bit from the hand. We kind of have this cage underneath that allows the ring to sit up from the skin. And what that's going to do is when your ring sits up a bit from the finger is it allows light to enter in from the sides and then radiate up through your stones. So that's going to give you maximum sparkle, maximum brilliance, maximum light when you wear this ring. And that's what you want, right? You want that wow factor. We're not getting jewelry. We're not spending our hard-earned money on jewelry for it to be like, nah.
Mediocre wow.
Kind of like it. You want the wow factor. And so having that, thank you, Alex. You always point out those good details. That allows the light to enter through. And then it shines up. And that's going to give you that wow factor. And that's why you're buying jewelry, right? You wouldn't be buying jewelry just for, oh, yeah, it's okay. You're buying jewelry for the wow factor. And that definitely has it. All right, let's measure that out, you guys. Through the center of your marquee. It's 0.9 of an inch. So I would say just about an inch from top to bottom. So it is quite prominent in size there. And then it's filled in with those 12 Pokey Moissanite. And this one will be shop 9. Now, you can comment shop 9, and from there, you can have the option between the marquee cut or the oval cut. Both of those are going to be pretty prominent on the hand. These are not dainty little pieces of jewelry. They're nice and sizable. So you will have something that's going to be prominent. Look how I'm wearing it as a middle finger ring. And I think it's really perfect as a middle finger ring because it is larger, right, in size. Now, this is a newer item. We have no reviews yet. So if you get this home, you leave us a review so that I can share that next time we have this on air. I just love it. I kind of want it, you guys. I feel like I've just been in a shopping mode lately, but I've been stopping myself. I haven't been buying. I've actually just this past weekend, yesterday, went and did a ton of returns from things I had bought for my family and myself for our trip to Florida. And I was like, nope, don't need this, don't need that, take it back, take it back. So that's a good feeling when you return a bunch of stuff and you're like, oh, I've got money coming back to me. Now I need to not spend that money, you know, like return it and actually let the money stay in your account. So that's what I did. I went and returned a few things. All right, you guys, shop 9 on our Polky Diamond ring. We only have one more. At least I did it again. I keep calling them Polky Diamonds. They look so much like Polky Diamonds.
They do.
Our Polky Moissanite ring.
I'm actually a big fan of these styles of Moissanite.
I love it. That's the thing is, at least like this is so new to me. I don't remember seeing these Polky Moissanites before.
Not these studs, at least.
These are so different. All right, you guys. Final piece here of our Polky Moissanite. I'm just going to take a peek at how much I have left in the show so I make sure I'm not getting ahead of myself because normally I'm very slow. I feel like I'm moving fairly quickly, but I think I'm going to be in a good place. Okay. So I love these because this is a really nice backing here. This backing keeps your earring really nice in place. So it goes through, but then you have kind of this little clip. So it's almost like a clip-on earring. But what it does is it just holds that earring in place so you don't actually need an earring back. So these present large, baby large. Look at that. Let me measure these to kick it off. Top to bottom, 1 inch. And we're going to get through all those details. I'm going to try to put these on. I'll be honest with you guys. I really haven't been putting earrings on today because my ears have been very irritated from clearance. Putting earrings in and out so quickly. My ears have been like very sore. So I've been avoiding putting earrings in. But I think I gave myself enough of a break because these don't hurt at all. It also might be the additional support that I'm getting from that little clip, right? It's providing additional support so it's not pulling or irritating the ears at all. But look at the big look that you have with these. Like, hello, gorgeous. These look like massive diamond flowers on your ear. And this is Moissanite. This is Polky Moissanite, you guys. But these look like huge diamond flowers right there on the ear. 33 stones in total between these earrings. So those Moissanite stones, you guys, take a peek at that. Again, they're very organic in shape. So you kind of got some trillion looks, some pear looks. The center stone's kind of got that pear look to it. But everything is going to be very organic in shape. They're not perfect shapes. But then we do have more petite, almost round-like shapes. These are not beading. That is Moissanite placed into these smaller little segments. And then right there surrounding your stone, however, that is where we are using the rhodium over sterling silver beading. So that's going to give you the look and the appearance of having accent stones, more Moissanite, white zircon, whatever it could be. It's going to give you the appearance of having those accent stones, all right? So you'll see that here. Those just work, that beading works its way around that center stone. But look at these. I mean, these are statement earrings. Like, I am totally in love with these. They are done in rhodium over sterling silver. So that's going to give you that high polish finish. I gotta start wearing like sneakers when I do this show.
I'm a big fan of the Omega clip backs.
Yes.
I've never seen that, and I'll be honest, it makes me want to get my ears pierced.
At least you've never seen the Omega?
I have not.
It's a game changer. It allows the earrings to feel so comfortable on. Like, so comfortable on when you have the Omega because it holds the earring in place. Like, it holds it perfectly in place on the ear. All right, you guys, 3 carats 85 in total. So that is putting us at a carat 92 on each ear. So my goodness, nearly 2 carats on each ear, all in rhodium over sterling silver. Love these. Now, starting price on these was $140. We are going to take you down to $105. $105 for your Polky diamond earrings. And then we're actually going to get you to a budget pay of $21. $21 on your budget pay. I just love these. I can't stop looking at them because I just think they're so gorgeous. I love the look, that floral look that you have. Kind of almost gives you a very feminine presence. I love them. And the Omega back. Ooh. So comfortable. They're not pulling on my ear at all. And like I said, I have been avoiding putting in earrings. Y'all have noticed I haven't put in a single earring all day because my ears have been so sore from clearance. Not because of the quality of our earrings, but because I've been putting in like 20 pairs of earrings in an hour. My ears just like, okay, can you not? These are not bothering my ear at all. This is the first pair of earrings I put on in like days. Even Saturday's show, I just kept holding it up to the ear because I was feeling like my ears were so irritated. $105, you guys. Big look, beautiful style. Moissanite. It's genuine Moissanite. And so, you know, we talk about Moissanite having a higher refraction than a diamond. The same is going to carry true with Polky Moissanite, right? So that same rainbow sparkle that we get on a traditional Moissanite, you're going to get that on Polky Moissanite. So Polky diamonds, right? They give off the rainbow dispersion of light. Polky Moissanite is going to give off rainbow dispersion of light. But remember, when we switch from, I can't get my words right. When we go from diamonds to Moissanite, we go from white light to rainbow light. So your Polky Moissanite, though it's, trying to get my words right, though it's Polky, it's still going to have rainbow displays of light. So pretty, you guys. I love these. Love, love, love these. All right, you guys, $105. This will be a look that you could dress up jeans with. You could dress up a sundress. Like, you're going to find yourself wearing earrings like this so much over and over and over again. I love these. Love these. Wow, these are a new favorite. All of this Polky Moissanite, you guys. And I feel like it's a very particular person that really loves Polky stones because it is more of that non-traditional, more of a like boho kind of feeling, a little more casual. And so maybe you are someone who hasn't typically gone towards Polky diamonds. Why don't you try Polky Moissanite first? See if it's your jam. See if it's your style, because it very well could be. It very well could be. Holy mackerel! Isaac, you made $60 in tips on Sunday? Let's go, friend. That's what I'm talking about. Good things come. Good things come, my friend. I am proud of you. Very proud of you. Famous My Quest is joining us as well. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in. Inor, plain mom of two. Hey, friends. Thank y'all. We sure do appreciate you hanging out. Lauren Masters here with Elias. Elias making everything happen behind the scenes. He's got the math working for me. I said I'm not typing on the calculator. He's got everything going on the screen. Y'all know I am not tech savvy. So without Elias here, there would be no live stream. I would just be standing in front of a camera like, well, there's a black screen behind me and here's the jewelry. So we thank Elias. And y'all, I have another week to shout it from the rooftops. Elias is Employee of the Month. So everybody, say congratulations to Elias. It is well deserved. He works a lot, you guys. He works a lot. And he is very, sometimes he has been underappreciated. So I was really happy when I walked in and saw his photo up there for Employee of the Month. All right, you guys, we now have, I think it's next. Yes, the tennis bracelet. Oh my goodness. Gorgeous. Okay, you guys. So we have very few, actually. Almost everything else for the rest of the show is pretty limited. Only the final piece do we have a decent quantity. Everything else is super limited. Okay, you guys. So these are going to be Princess Cut Moissanite. Princess Cut Moissanite. You are getting minimum of 9 carats, but up to 11.9 carats on these bracelets. Now, remember, here at Shop LC, we do not charge you different prices for different sizes.
Now, we are doing our specialty pricing on our 7.5 and 8 inch.
Ooh. Okay, so 7.5 and 8 inch will have a special price. So those will be at $250. The 6.5 will be at $299. Now, the coupon code should apply to all of them. If for some reason it doesn't, call the personal shoppers.
Yes, here is that personal shopper.
We're going to throw that number up there because I would hope y'all could get the discount on all of them.
I will try to confirm that.
I feel like that would be fair.
Mm-hmm.
Even though you're right, we're just showing the 7.5 and the 8 on our sheets. Try. It never hurts to try, because the worst thing they can do is say, oh, sorry, no, it's only offered on the other 2 sizes. But I love this. These are Princess Cut Moissanite stones. Okay, princess cut moissanite stones. So you have 4mm princess cut stones alternating with 3mm rounds. And those are making their way all the way around the wrist. Actually, you guys, you don't even really notice the closure because look at that. You've got 2 princess cuts back to back all the way up to your closure. Love it. This is gorgeous, you guys. Now you do have an insert tab closure with a double safety, but that's what I love is you don't notice the closure at all. Like, and it's not even like, okay, we've just covered the closure with moissanite. You actually just, the way they've done it, you have those stones all the way back to back. I'm not sure how they did it, but it's really neat. So here's your insert tab, and you'll see here, all you have is the little push tab, and then you've got moissanite, moissanite, double safety. So once it's on, it's not going anywhere. It's not going anywhere, okay? So you could be at a wedding, dancing the night away, not falling off the wrist. You could be at a holiday party, moving and grooving, it's not falling off the wrist. You could be doing your errands. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna wear my moissanite to Sam's Club, okay? It's not going anywhere. You're reaching for boxes, you're putting things in your cart, your moissanite is staying on your wrist. You have 47 moissanite stones in total making their way around the wrist. Elegant, classy, timeless look. And you are getting this for $187.50. Starting price was $250. We've brought it down to $187.50. And then you have budget pay, you guys. Budget pay of $37.50. $37.50 on your budget pay. Look at that. 47 moissanite. Look at the sparkle. Look at the flashes of light and color. I cannot believe this is $187. This is under $200 to get this gorgeous look. The look of a diamond tennis bracelet. Elegant, classic. I mean, this looks so fancy, so high-end, you guys. So high-end. And I can't get over the way they've done the closure. Y'all know I always mention, like, if there's stones on the closure, because I don't like it when there's a huge space between your gemstones. Like, it just drives me crazy. I'm like, oh, fill that in, cover that closure. Because I know you want to see the gems. And oftentimes bracelets can get turned around on our wrist. And they're like, oh, shoot, turn it around, turn it around. I don't want everyone to see the closure. I don't want everyone to see that closure. So I love the way they've done this. I've actually never seen a bracelet where they've had the stones go so close on that. I keep trying to portray that. Hopefully y'all can see that even better. Okay, there you go. You should really be able to see it now. All right, you guys. So this one, remember, sizes 7.5 and 8 definitely can utilize the coupon code. The other 6.5 I would call personal shoppers, or 6.5, yeah. So let's take a few looks at these reviews. 5-star rating on this one with 4 reviews. Pepper wrote, beautiful stones, great quality, sparkling. Then we had Barbara. She said, I love my bracelet. It is beautiful. I love shopping at Shop LC. They have great prices. Yes, we do. We have not just great, y'all. We have the best prices here at Shop LC. Okay, literally the best. It's what we do. That LC stands for low cost. That's actually how we started, was shop low cost.
I was going to mention, if they go for a size 8, they could definitely, I'm thinking they could rock it as an anklet. If they go for a size 8.
Yes. Yeah, if you do have a size 8, it just depends on your ankle size. You could do that. Absolutely. Good thinking, Elias. Look at that. I can't get over it. So high-end. So luxe. All right, you guys, we only have 26 of those total. We have 9 in the 7.5 and 17 in the 8-inch. So those are limited. Look at it there on the white. Ooh, sparkle, baby. Sparkle party right there. Karen wrote, bracelet is my very, wait. Let's start with Josephine. Thank you. Very pretty, very fluid, not stiff. Y'all, that's a huge deal. When we get into bracelets like this, sometimes they do get kind of stiff and rigid, and they're not comfy. Very fluid. I love that. Karen J wrote, bracelet is very elegant. I love the gems alternate in size. Makes it look special and different from most tennis bracelets. Very sparkly. It is one of my favorites. Yes, that's a great thing to point out, is we're mixing not just the sizes, but also the shapes, right? So you have the princess cut, which were, I want to say, 4 millimeters, and then you have the rounds that were 3. So you're getting a lot of contrast and character in that bracelet. That was a really great point. It does distinguish it from a traditional tennis bracelet. All right, friends, your bracelet will be shop 11, shop 11. Ooh, Joyce joining us here. Isaac, you're hilarious. I'm technically not an employee, you guys. I'm a contractor. I was outside in the pouring rain loading cars and many people stiffed me, but I got a few 5s and 120. Oh, I'm sorry, Isaac. You were outside loading cars in the rain? Well, I'm glad some people did not. That's nice to know. Nice to know we got some good people out there. All right, you guys. Let's get into this necklace. It's going to be another really royal regal piece. So looking at this, well, hello, gorgeous. Okay. Y'all, this is, these are those pieces. I used to always say these remind me of pieces you would see on the Titanic, and someone was like, oh, you should say the Titanic.
This would look beautiful with their shop one.
Oh my gosh, right? It would look so fancy, so luxurious.
You might have to do that
one. Woo. This is one of those pieces that I feel like you would see in the Victorian times, that you would see, yes, I'm going to say it, on the Titanic, right? They were all, dressed up, dressed to the nines, on the Queen Mary, just in those olden times when people would get dressed up for these functions and these balls. I feel like this is the kind of piece you would see, that Victorian elegance. And we see that in a lot of jewelry, but man, these kinds of necklaces, this style, it doesn't go out of style. And I want to show you how it's structured. So the base of your necklace is one solid piece. So you'll see where I'm bending this V right here. This is one solid piece. This is a dangle. And then moving up, very fluid. Very fluid. Now it is adjustable from 18 to 20 inches. So depending on what you have on that day, if you're wearing this with an evening dress, a cocktail dress, you can make this fit perfectly. But look at that movement. Look at that movement in your pair. Oh, wow. Wow, look at it, y'all. So elegant. Okay, so you've got that pear shape. That pear is going to be an 84.7 by 5 millimeter pear surrounded by petite rounds in that sunburst style halo. So that's where we're starting. And then we start working our way up in this V shape, right? So we're going to work our way up the neckline, and we're going to be alternating between round moissanite and between baguette cut moissanite. But those rounds actually get up to 5 millimeters in size. So those are very prominent rounds on your moissanite, and each of those baguettes are going to be 4 by 2 millimeters. So we've got some very prominent sized stones. And I love the way you see here, it goes right up to the collarbone at that 18 inches, and then it drops. So depending on what you're wearing that day, look at that. Look at the sparkle. Even with the slightest movement, you are getting so much sparkle. I mean, this is the second piece where I put this on and I instantly feel kind of transported, right? I feel like I went from, I'm wearing a sweater. I could be very casual. I could put this sweater on with jeans and some sneakers. But you put on a necklace like this and suddenly it's like, ooh, I need jeans and heels when I put on a necklace like this because it's so elegant. Oh, here we go, y'all. We're about to really get elegant. Let me put this down to 20 and then put that tennis necklace on.
It's all about the layering, I think.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Twice
Here's this one. These are our big, bold pieces. If y'all are just now tuning in, this we had as our option number 1, our shop 1. This was an 18-inch tennis necklace. Oh, hello. This is just like luxury and wealth. Wearing your wealth, as Steve says, right? Hello. Send us to a Victorian ball, please. We could be the belle. You can be the belle of the ball with these on the neckline. Truly, you could be the belle of the ball. I am just in awe right now, you guys. We're doing good with our moissanite. I know we haven't been talking about moissanite as often. Lab diamonds have been getting all the glory, all the excitement, but man, these are incredible. Absolutely amazing. Oh my goodness. I can't believe these LAs. And yeah, Alyssa's so right. You layer these up and you go to your holiday party, people are going to be going, like, they'll be bending their necks going, whoa, who is that just walked by? I didn't know we were having celebrity guest appearances here at our holiday party. But that's the look you're getting. And I just look at this one and, you know, it's starting price at $349. So $350 to start. Of course, we're going to apply that coupon code. We're actually getting you down to $260, $250. And then your budget pay will be $52.50. So I look at that and I see a price point that allows you to get it home, $52.50 on budget pay, and enjoy it for years to come. It is in rhodium over sterling silver, so it's going to be something that's going to last you. It's going to be a quality piece that you can wear over and over and over again for all of those special occasions. You're getting 59 moissanite stones within this piece. Lisa wrote in, she said, this has a this has such a brilliant sparkle that makes it worth the price. It absolutely does. It really does have just this brilliance to it that shines and shimmers and sparkles, and it's absolutely stunning, you guys. So please comment shop 12 if you are looking for that perfect holiday piece. Ladies, we all do this. We all are guilty of this, of every holiday season thinking, I think I need to go get a new dress for the holiday party. I think I need to go get a new red dress or a new green dress. Try this. Skip the dress. Spend $262. Get yourself this necklace. You can pull out a simple black dress, put this on, and you will be the belle of the ball. Put this on and you will completely change the look of that black dress that might have been sitting in your closet for 3 years. You're going to pull that out and you're going to feel brand new in a necklace like this, all right? Shop 12. Shop 12 for our necklace. Now we're about to bring you a massive moissanite ring. The biggest piece of the entire show actually is coming up. Oh, thank you, Elias. Again, personal shopper number right there. Y'all screenshot that, save it in your phone, write it down. 888-835-2237. And with that number, you guys, if y'all have issues with your coupon code, again, that bracelet, we aren't sure of the sizes, if the 6.5 is going to work with the coupon code, call them. Sometimes they can make magic happen that we can't. So call them, ask them. Something I've learned is it literally never hurts to ask. Worst case scenario, they say, oh, sorry, no. It's only for the 7.5 and 8. And then in that case, you say, oh, okay, I'm good. I'll get it next time. I'll get it when it goes on clearance. Like it's fine. It's better to ask and be told no than to not ask. And what if you had been told yes, right? Then you missed an opportunity. Okay. This ring is huge. And this ring, are y'all ready for this? This is going to be a first in our show today. We've had all of our pieces in either 18 karat gold vermeil, rhodium over sterling silver. Do y'all have any guesses what I'm about to say? We're taking moissanite to another level with this piece. Any guesses? I know there's a little delay, so I'm letting y'all have a second. Isaac, Miss Pat, where are y'all at? There's a variance here. There's something different. This ring is done in 10 karat white gold. Okay? 10 karat white gold. Now we only have 2. And these are in size 8. Now, being that this is in white gold, oh my goodness. Are y'all seeing this on the hand? Y'all, that's a 14 by 10 millimeter cushion cut. 7 carats. And of course the gold price, over 4,300 a troy ounce right now. It has been continuously moving upward. But this ring, you guys, I'm pretty much in shock right now. Look at that. Massive on the hand. I can't get over it. That is over 7 carats, just over 7 carats on your center stone. You then have 4 additional side stones, 2 on each side. But that is in white gold. And you're getting quite a bit of white gold as well. I can say that because you've got some beautiful metal work. I'm about to show y'all that behind me because I don't think it really translates. But also, y'all, the cut on this stone is exquisite. Like, you see so much reflection of light. You see so much of that rainbow sparkle display. Look at this. I've got to take a breath because I'm going to lose it because I'm so excited. Now, they have done some beading in your white gold. So you've got a lot of detail in your white gold. So surrounding that massive cushion cut, we've got beading of our sterling silver. Not our sterling silver. See? I can't even get the words out. White gold. 10 karat white gold. You've got beading in your white gold. And then look as you move down the sides. You've got this like chevron pattern in your white gold. So they've actually etched in a pattern. We are talking about a lot of detail in your gold. They've actually etched this in. Etched that in. You have your rounds, but they're placed in these kind of what do you call that? They're placed in these diamond shapes, but they're actually rounds. You've got 2 on each side, but you've got all of this etching, all of this that looks like a chevron-like pattern. That is all done in 10 karat white gold. So not only is it done in 10 karat white gold, but you got a lot of gold, and you've got a lot of detail in your gold, and that's a big deal, you guys. That is a big deal. Now, I know I said we have 2. They're both in size 8, but that's the beauty of gold. It can be sized, okay? So if you were just like, oh, I can't breathe, I'm in love, I need this ring, it's my reaction. I'm like, oh, I love it. Guess what? You can have it sized with a jeweler you trust. You can actually even call our personal shopper team. We do ring sizing here. Now, I don't know the cost. It depends on the piece. So you would have to talk to them and see what they would charge. But look at that. Are y'all seeing how crystal clear and beautiful this moissanite is? It's incredible. And it's in gold. Like, oh my goodness. This is a stone I really want y'all to see in person. It's amazing. I'm going to try to get it to y'all on this black backdrop because I need y'all to see look at the stone. Just look at the quality of your stone. It's impeccable. I hope y'all are able to see that. I know sometimes it doesn't show through. Amazing, you guys. 7 carats. Bye, Isaac. You have a great day, too. Oh, my goodness. Yes, I will see y'all. I will be here Wednesday, 2 to 4. Wednesday, 2 to 4 live stream. If anybody can't sleep, I will be with you guys tonight into tomorrow morning from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. and then the following night, 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. Okay? With Deanna one night, and I think Becky the other night. So I'll be with y'all in the overnight tonight and then again in the overnight tomorrow. Wow, this is gorgeous. Okay, my friends, start price on that was $2,200. We're going to instantly take that coupon code and bring you under $2,000. Okay, down to $1,650 with a budget pay of $330. So here's the thing. If you're on the fence, if you don't know, if you're like, man, I don't feel like Lauren is really hyped up and I love this. I don't know. Get it home. $330 on budget pay. You're going to get free shipping. You have a 30-day joy guarantee. Get it home. $330 on budget pay. This will be one of the most magnificent moissanite rings you've probably ever seen. I'm absolutely in love with this, and we only have 2 left. Ellie's that screen's doing that thing.
Got it.
2 left. I know, Isaac, you're hilarious with your comments when I'm on with Hunter. I am not with Hunter tonight. He'll be right before me, 11 to 2, and then I'll come on 2 to 6. I think with Deanna, either Deanna or Becky. It's one or the other tonight and the other one tomorrow. All right, you guys, shop 13. Shop 13 for your magical moissanite ring. Magical moissanite. That's what I'm going with. Magic moissanite. Yes. All righty. What else do we have for you guys? Oh, here we go. Yeah. So just when we thought we couldn't get more luxurious, we got more luxurious. We are now bringing you moissanite studs in platinum. Yes, you heard it right. Moissanite in platinum. Luxury, luxury, luxury. Okay, so your moissanite and platinum. Elias, can you believe this price for platinum?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. All right. 1.9 carat is your total carat weight. That means you're getting 95 points per ear. So just under a carat per ear. And like I mentioned earlier, the carat weight adjusts ever so slightly between diamonds and moissanite. So honestly, I think you'd be close to like a carat if we were looking at the diamond comparable. So looking at this one, 6.5 millimeter stones. Gorgeous, set in 950 platinum. 950 platinum. Bye, Isaac. We love you. These are incredible. So, y'all, here's something you need to know about Shop LC is we reserve platinum for the best of the best. Okay, so we only use platinum when we're talking about colored gemstones on quad A gems. We only use platinum in lab diamonds on colorless, perfect diamonds. So the fact that we are utilizing 950 platinum on moissanite speaks volumes to the quality of these stones. That is amazing, you guys. That is so, I can't even get over it. It speaks volume to the quality of those stones. The fact that you were having these done in platinum, because we just don't do platinum unless it's the best of the best, unless it's a top quality stone. We simply don't do it. So I really need y'all to wrap your mind around the fact that if we're doing moissanite and platinum, it's because the stone is incredible. Now, y'all, we have 25 reviews on these with a 4.5-star rating. People are loving these. A Dragonfly wrote 950 point moissanite stud. Absolutely love these. Great for everyday wear. I can leave these in for weeks and they still sparkle like crazy. So much better than my diamonds. Highly recommend. Once again, thank you, Shop LC. And speaking to what Dragonfly said, these are twist backs. Okay? So yes, you can wear these for weeks. Y'all have heard me talk about my twist backs, my little diamond studs. Lab diamond studs or twist backs. I wore them for 3 weeks straight. I never took them out. You don't have to. Isaiah, my new favorite solitaires I own. They looked better in person. Love them. Yeah, these are completely unisex. Gentlemen, if you have a piercing, go for these. These are in 950 platinum, and we haven't even gotten to the price yet. But when you hear what we're doing in platinum, you're going to be like, hold on to my seat. I can't miss out on this opportunity. This is crazy. Oh, wow. Wow, 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 wow. Well, look what we have here. So your price was $350. Amazing, because it's platinum, right? We're going to share some more of those reviews with you, but I'm going to reveal the price real quick. We're taking you down to $262.50. $262.50 with a $52.50 budget pay for moissanite in platinum. Full-on luxury moissanite right here. Z wrote, I was not ready for how big these would be. Stunning. Rosa must say, Rosa B said, I must say that on more than one occasion, I have been disappointed with some of the quality that I've bought through Shop LC, but these earrings are so nice. Y'all, that's coming from a skeptic, okay? Rosa's like, hey, I got some jewelry that I didn't love from Shop LC. But guess what? These earrings hit the mark. These earrings are that top quality. That is coming from Rosa. I am so excited to bring these to you guys. I did not even know that we were doing moissanite and platinum. I haven't presented these. I haven't presented any moissanite and platinum. So I'm like, wait, what? We're doing what? This is incredible, you guys. So excited. They're a twist back and they're $262.50. You cannot miss this deal. Y'all can go read all of the reviews, all of the comments, and you will just see comment after comment of people who are in love with their studs. And there's something so great when you get a piece. Remember, these are 950 on the hardness, or 9.5 on the hardness scale. So they wear like diamonds. So you can wear these every single day. You can go swimming in these. You can go to the ocean in these. They're platinum. We had from Christine, I love these. first time buying from a home shopping network. Yes, Christine. And I'm satisfied. The stones and platinum setting are beautiful. And I love that they are screw on back. So ensure I do not lose one. I sleep with them on and haven't taken them out yet. Separately, the way the price is taken down on the site channel is amazing. But if this is what it takes, so be it. Cleopatra said, loved it. I love seeing these. Sharon, earrings are very, very sparkly. I love the fact that they are set in platinum. Yes, ma'am, set in platinum. All right, friends, this one will be shop 14 for your Moissanite in platinum. We are doing it. We're doing Moissanite platinum. You know, we're doing it. That is a huge upgrade, y'all. Huge. Get excited for that. Actually, very excited for this next bracelet we have as well. Ooh, which again is gonna be a nice big look. So this one did come in sizes, but we are down to 7 1/4 inch. That's all we have remaining. This is gonna be your curb bracelet. So it's like a curb chain, but it's covered in Moissanite. So you're getting the best of both worlds. You're getting the look of a chain, and then you're also getting the sparkle of Moissanite. You get 2 in 1. The look of a chain, the sparkle of Moissanite. You've got an insert tab closure, and that is also covered in Moissanite. Y'all know how I feel about closures. And it has a double safety as well. So once this is on, it is not going anywhere. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's see. Diameter on this one is about 1/4 inch, a little over 1/4 inch, about 0.3 inches. You're getting 2.75 carats of Moissanite with that sterling silver, of course, platinum over the sterling silver. So you don't see much of the platinum, but if you were to turn it over to the back side, look at that, which actually you can wear these backwards if you ever want. And that will give you more of a kind of understated look. So say you're traveling and you're going to and from the airport and you're like, you know, I don't necessarily know that I want my Moissanite showcase, right? Someone might want to rob me. Maybe I'm just going to turn that over. It's just going to look like a sterling silver bracelet. Or you're just running errands and you want something more low key. Now, for me, I'm showing that Moissanite, okay? I'm showing off those 2.75 carats of sparkling, shimmering, shining Moissanite. Start price on this was $250. We are going to instantly take you down to under $200, okay? $187.50 will be your price today, $187.50 with a $37.50 budget pay. Too good to be true, you guys. I wish we had the other sizes because I actually think gentlemen could totally get in on the size 8, but this one might be a bit small. Depending on your wrist size, everyone kind of can fluctuate. Oh, I love this. FLS wrote 5 stars, no disappointment. My first purchase with SLC, and I was not disappointed. Nice weight and looks great. So we're checking a lot of boxes there. Barbara wrote, I love this bracelet. This is exactly what I was looking for. All right, Barbara. Oh, Miss Barbara. She said, I love Barbara. It is so pretty. I'm not exaggerating. That's how many O's she had. Sometimes your high expectations are not met when you purchase an item online. I was definitely not disappointed. It's my favorite gemstone. I happened to be outside when my package arrived. That's where you want to be, y'all, when you get Moissanite. I always feel so excited when I receive something from Shop LC. You guys are some of my favorites. The bracelet was so shiny and sparkly. Neighbor laughed at me. Keep up the good work. Yeah, if my neighbors saw me open up a package of Moissanite and get all excited, they'd probably laugh at me too. But it's laughter because when you see someone happy and joyous, like it overflows, you know, it just becomes like everyone's happy and goofy. All right, friends, that bracelet will be shop 15 for our curb link, done in the platinum over sterling with Moissanite. You know, I've seen one similar in our Lab Diamonds, but it's not every single link. I think it's like every 3rd link. So I love that this one, the entire curb link bracelet is covered in Moissanite. Now we have a pendant, another large piece here for the show. This is going to be your radiant cut here on your Moissanite. Now, radiant cut, you guys, we have been selling so much radiant cut actually in our Lab Diamonds. And I love what our producer, our director, Carl, on the TV side, he was saying how the engagement ring he's having made currently for his fiance is a radiant cut. And I know some people, they love an emerald cut because you can't hide any flaws in an emerald. You see through that stone. But a radiant cut, there are so many cuts within that stone that the sparkle power, it goes up a level. So I veer towards a radiant cut. When I have lab diamonds on the hand, maybe we're doing loose stones, for example, and I have an emerald and a radiant, I gravitate towards the radiant. Now, the other night, I was on with Dan. Dan was in love with the emerald. So it goes to personal preference. But if you are like sparkle, 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 that's my jam. That's what I love. You will love a radiant cut. It's like, it's radiant. It radiates light like crazy. So you've got a total of 42 moissanite in this piece. Now that center stone, you guys, that's an 11 by 8 millimeter moissanite. 11 by 8 millimeters, 3.88 carats on, your moissanite. You then have 6 baguette cut moissanite, and the baguettes are actually going to be right here. So you have bale to base beauty. The bale is covered in moissanite, 2 by 2 by 2. And then the rest, you're surrounded by a framework of round moissanite. So the outer edges of the bale, all the way around your radiant cut gemstone as well. This one is going to be done in rhodium over sterling, and you're actually going to get your rhodium over sterling silver chain included as well. So if you want that big, bold look, this is the big, bold look you've been waiting for, okay, in a pendant form. Maybe the tennis necklace, you were like, man, Elias, Lauren, I love that tennis necklace. I just don't know if I see myself wearing that over and over again. Well, here you go. You could rock this every day. This is absolutely an everyday wear pendant. And y'all, we're starting under $200. That's before we've even applied our coupon code. We are coming through the gate under $200. We then bring it down to $142.50 with a budget pay of $28.50. So $28.50 on your budget pay. I'm so excited. I'm so giddy. Like, so many of these items have been so exciting to me. And I honestly haven't presented moissanite in a while either. So being able to present moissanite to y'all is really fun and exciting because I get so passionate about this gemstone in particular. All right. So this will be Shop 17. Remember, budget pay, $28.50, y'all. That is a wild price.
That was our end of the show special as well.
Ooh, that's a big end of show special, you guys. Wow.
The Texas too for paying.
Yeah, you're getting the chain included. Here, let me measure this real quick. Bale to base. So bale to base, let's see. We are looking at right under an inch. Like it's more than 3/4 of an inch, but it's not quite an inch either. So right there in the middle. And it does come with the 20-inch chain. So ready to wear at this price point, honestly, ready to gift. I know that might seem extreme, like being able to gift jewelry in such a time as this, but you actually can when you shop here at Shop LC. All right, friends, who's doing the next live stream, Elias?
I believe we have Danielle.
Ooh, okay. Danielle is coming in to do the 6 to 8 live stream. I will be with you guys overnight tonight and tomorrow, which is really tomorrow morning and the morning after. Okay. Tomorrow morning and the morning after from 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. I get myself confused with either Deanna or Miss Becky Booker. I'm sorry, I cannot remember, but it is going to be the last couple of days of clearance. So we're going to have a lot of fun in those overnight shows. Y'all have a blessed and fabulous rest of your Monday and your week. I will see you back here on the live on Wednesday. Bye, friends.